Hey there, welcome to Culinary Life Farms. My name's Candy, and let me give you a little tour update of how the garden's progressing this spring. We're like 25% of the way there. Let me show you what I got. Alright, here's my gate and all my little trailer with my stuff. My hummingbird feeder is full because, oh, he's up there. I don't know if you can see him way there, one of my little hummingbirds. I usually have 2 to 4 in the garden at any time with me. They always buzz in my head. And my garden cat's out here someplace. A little black and white KeKe. Well, let's show you what I've got going on. I have some tomatoes I didn't get in today. I'll get them in tomorrow. I've got space for about 22 more tomato plants in the garden. Then these are different flowers for that front flower bed I'm working on. I've got clematis, lantana, carnation. I can't think of some of the others. But, oh, and roses. Roses is my addition this year. I got some more clematis and lantana to get in. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. A hummingbird. He just perched on the fence. Oh, and there's one right there. They're like my constant companions in the garden. Woo! There is a wild sunflower right there. I'm gonna leave that. All I keep hearing is the little buzzing because they're just going wild. They're happy to be back. I noticed them back for the first time yesterday. Actually, maybe it was 2 days ago now. Alright, let's show you what's going on. The freeze killed my rosemary, so I had to replant rosemary here and here. I like it to grow up big and bushy so that when I walk in the garden, I'm like brushing past it and you're smelling rosemary as you enter the garden. Rosemary is supposed to be good for your memory. Lord knows I need all that I can get. And I just put in a selection of pepper plants. I ended up buying some starts because I had an abysmal germination rate and I only have maybe 15 plants of my own that germinated out of probably 100. This side will be peppers too, down there to the chives. Where the peas are in there right now, I've got radish at the base, and I have Korean melon started. Let's see if I can find. I know down here I've got some starts. Oh, here's one. This little guy is a Korean melon start. You can see the little pink seed. For some reason, all the Korean seeds I get are colored pink. So they're kind of obvious when they come up. Looks like I need to pick peas. This variety, it's a blush variety. You can see it here on this one. I'm not as big of a fan. They're not as tender as some of the ones I've got over there. Do I have a tag? I don't think I have a tag on there to tell me what variety that one was. I'll have to look. Here I have some green onions that have multiplied and going to seed. And when I need a leek, I'll pull those out and use them. And I have arugula here. And then a variety of romaine here. These are lettuce I planted last year and let go to seed, so you'll see them like random around the garden. Bunch of different types, heirloom cutting. And then I had to replant my garden cat, KeKe, dug up my kale and Swiss chard starts. So those had to be put back in. If she doesn't behave, I'm gonna have to put in a sprayer like I did in my strawberry bed. basically. As soon as it senses motion, it sprays. And I've got more peas here. This will be Swiss chard. This will be kale. These purple peas are quite delicious. Distracted by the hummingbirds again. And drinking. Oop, almost got him. Some green onions, random. I just put a chayote, or what's the other, mirliton, down there. I've also got cucumbers started. So, because these peas are only going to last like maybe to the end of next month, if they're lucky. Hummingbird again. Don't know if you guys can hear him. So I have cucumbers started to take over these trellises, this trellis, and I put that in there just to see if I can. Last year I failed to be able to get them to grow. We'll see if I can get it this year. Figure 1 will be okay with the cucumbers. Then I have a big tomato that was a volunteer in my greenhouse. I think it's going to be a black Vernier, but it could be anything I planted last year. Then I've got all of these tomatoes in, and I got all of these tomatoes in. All of these on this side are going to be large slicers. Over here is going to be, these are going to be cherry and grapes. And then back on this other trellis right here will be cherry and grape tomatoes. More peas over here. These are a snow pea type. I need to pick peas again. Just had them for dinner last night. It's okay, I'll have them for dinner every night. Got some beets down here and cucumber starts. I see them down there now. With these onions, I have been amazed. I've never actually had any luck growing onions. Look at the heads coming up on some of these. Those are such good sized onions. This one's huge. You can tell I have to clean out this section of the garden yet. It has greenbrier and dewberries all over the place. I'll be yanking all those out tomorrow. I let a sunflower grow in the middle of those onions. And volunteer dill. I have to let the dill grow, volunteer wherever it will, because caterpillars will come in and decimate it. You have to feed the caterpillars. See a couple sunflowers amongst the weeds and stuff there. I've got some wood chips in here to fix my rows. I'm going to be dragging in compost here as well to top everything off. Here I've got some tatsoi, some cilantro, some different types of beets down there. I'm trying some of those giant beets. They're meant to be fed to the livestock. See if I can get those growing here, and then in my other gardens I'm putting in, I'll try it out there in the feed garden. So, see, I've got quite a bit of work to do yet. Clean up that whole section, get it planted. Still don't know for sure. Thinking maybe tromboncino squash, something. I don't know. I'm thinking I might take out that whole trellis and transplant it to the next garden, to the that we haven't put in yet. Same with this one right here. This is coming out. This will go into the new garden area. And it's just got some work. It's actually going much better than I thought it would at this point. And I have this section. Let's see. Mizuna and some Chinese broccoli, some cabbage, and some more bok choy. Oop, just got buzzed again. This is a purple Napa, or no, giant mustard. I need to do some stuff with that. Swiss chard that overwintered, and kale. Down here is a Mexican tarragon that is coming back, thank goodness, because I didn't have any luck getting that to germinate either. Keep trying though. Chives. I put azomite and worm castings down as a feed, and then I'm going to put another layer of compost here as I finish up the garden. That is a pandan plant next to the thyme. I do a lot of exotics, and that looks really good. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that bulb. And let's see, parsley, more dill, oregano. There's another thyme plant buried over in there. That's about it for this garden. Can show you my other garden quick. Hey KeKe, I just saw something I wanted to include. I recognize that little shoot. That is a Thai basil. I let everything go to, all the basils go to seed, so I should be having a lot of baby. Oh, I see a sweet basil over there. There. That is a baby sweet basil. I'll have to transplant one that gets a little bigger. Since I'm the ADHD queen and I'm always getting distracted, I have to show you what my biggest distraction is every day. Look at the views. This place is so beautiful in the morning and at sunset. I gotta go shut off the sprinkler before it gets me. Be right back. My chickens are right here, and they know I have a bus tub of stuff, greens from the garden for them, so they're getting cranky with me. I'll be back. Don't worry. KeKe's gonna follow. This is my motion activated sprinkler. It's kept the chickens and the cats out of the garden, though not until they had destroyed like half of my strawberry plants by digging them out continually. So I do have the outside rows on these beds are strawberries. You can see one there and there and there. But the majority of them got destroyed. There's a nice little selection over there. Down the middle of these beds is garlic. Got 2 different varieties of hardneck garlic. And then I decided that I need to start breaking this up because it's a brand new bed. So I put in carrots. I used the cornstarch method and it actually worked out really well for me. You can see I've got some holes in here, but I think most of that's due to the cats and the chickens digging. And I need to finish these beds and clean up these ends. Those are all mostly native wild sunflowers. They are crazy. I leave a couple as I go. Like there's one right here. And there's sprinkler. A couple in here along the edge of the building. And then I have a container of cilantro to go along with the cilantro I have in the other garden, because you can never have too much cilantro. Always see some strawberries I need to pick. Gonna leave one big sunflower over here. At least. They are the best trap plants in this area. They attract all the bugs, the bunflowers, the bees, but they also attract the squash vine borers, a lot of the bad beetles, and then the assassin bugs sit on these things all day long and just pick off all those bugs and eat them. It's so awesome. So I have a little sage in here that I'm trying to get to grow, though I kill sage continually. If you look right down here are some little sunflower starts. I planted a row of sunflowers on the back side of this bed that are like cut flower sunflowers, and then the rest of this bed, well, in the middle of the bed, I actually have Asian. I gotta keep burying these because the water keeps. I gotta put some more mulch on them. They're Asian sweet potatoes, the white inside kind. I want them to start putting off starts, and then I'll transplant those out to other beds. But I put in seeds for, let's see, A couple different types of poppies here. Oh, someone even pulled out my tag. So those are zinnias, poppy, and these are like the double poppies, the ones that almost look like carnations. And let's see, cornflowers, and I can see them coming up. They're coming up like crazy. That's awesome. Happy birthday, little guys. Sweet potatoes keep getting uncovered. I need to just go grab some more compost and cover them up. Got, what is that? Snapdragons, daisies, calendula, asters with that wild sunflower. That's all one plant, by the way. That's why these things are so crazy. The maximilium, it's like one stem, but they're just continually putting off new little branchers, and like the tomatoes and the suckers, except that each one is, you know, just full of blossoms, and it's just like multiplies. It's just continual new flowers. That's why they're so attractive to the pollinators. And let's see, barrage down here. You can tell I need to, like, this area didn't get wet as much as everything else, so I need to take care of that. So we've got a few strawberries. I actually went in here and I put in Blue Lake beans in the spots where no strawberries have grown. So this will be my first bean patch this year. These are the starts of my new beds. I will be putting 3 more beds this size this way as soon as I get around to it. And this is going to be extended to, right now this is like my compost, my wood chips, and my rock pile. And then over here, between the greenhouse and the fence line or tree line that you see over there, that is my next garden aspiration. Probably between that pig shelter over there, the front fence here, and that fence. If I can get that put in, it'll be incredible. 90% of what you see in front of you is wild sunflowers. It's so sad to have to kill all those, but as you can see, I have a million more to replace the ones I rip out here. So that's about all we have going on right now. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have more updates on the garden for you real soon.